Okay.
Okay, where did we just got interrupted?
Okay, you know, we have an open books policy. We have it right now, we always have, it's required by law. Again, there's one person who is lobbying for everything to be recorded and to be online, and we're going that way. It's really not fair to say that there's no transparency in town government. There is every bit of transparency that's required by law and more. Every citizen is afforded the opportunity to find out anything they need.
I don't think the question said that, though. I know information is available, but it was basically people can get it, and open the books means online, accessible, that kind of thing.
Okay, yeah. Okay, what?
And you said, you know, I'm trying to understand this. You said it's in all different formats, and it's very expensive to convert it. That's what-
Okay, no.
All right, so then explain again.
You're talking
Explain
about,
again. We're strictly talking about if people want information, that's all.
and they can get information.
Right,
That's-
but online, ready, right for them in their
Okay.
fingertips. Not
Some-
calling someone or putting in an FOI or something like that.
Okay, at some point in the future, when we have all of these different things digitized, yeah, then it will be possible to be able to put everything online, and you can look up and say, who did the job? We don't have a searchable database right now. That's a
And
lot of money.
How long, oh, so it's the cost
Yeah.
and the time frame might be for when that might happen?
I have no idea.
You don't know,
I
because of
mean-
the cost? Is it because of the cost?
Okay, it's more than the cost. We're drilling into a topic here. For what purpose do we need to have all this stuff online when we need to do things like make sure our system can't get hacked?
Well,
I mean-
that was my example before. You can't second guess a resident's reason for wanting whatever information they want.
What I'm saying is, in the
Yeah.
last 8 years, I've had one person say, how come we can't get this online? One person only.
You're
It's,
saying that's your opponent?
yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would it be convenient to do so? Yeah, we are moving down that road as fast as possible, but is that the priority that we need to not do? I mean,
Well, how do you
Should-
feel about residents being informed? That's what it has to do with.
residents should be able to get anything they want. Does it mean that the town has the money to spend to do a very complex and very expensive revamp of the whole IT system so that we can put it online?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the priority with our residents? Maybe it is, but I don't see that right now. What I see is people coming into my office and saying, how come you still have this antiquated permit system when I can go to other towns and I can do it all online?
And how do you answer it?
I say, we're building it for
Mm.
you because that is the priority. That's what people tell me. I can't handle every single request within the limits of our budget because resources are limited. And, you know, we're trying to keep this town affordable. So
Well, wouldn't it
how-
give your employees more time to do their other work if they didn't have to answer, or even you, if you didn't have to answer all these questions of information that people
You know,
want?
there really aren't that many. You know, my opponent has filed, I think, 8 FOI requests in the last 2 months.
Well, what are all the
but-
emails that you mentioned that you get every day?
That's all kinds of stuff.
Right, but that might include requests, right?
No,
No?
it could, but for
Yeah.
the most part, it's, you know, when are you gonna pave my road? There's a pothole over here. What's the deal with?
That's another thing that should be online, a list of, this, my road needs fixing, and they could just type it
They
in.
can do that online right
Yeah,
now.
They can?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, that's been available for quite a while.
all right.
So, you know.
Okay, so you've been trying to modernize the system, but right now you're your hands are tied because of budget?
You know, the way you phrase it makes it
I'm
sound.
just trying, all right, you explain to me, because I'm trying to understand what the reason is.
Okay,
um,
you have a hierarchy of things that have to get done.
Priorities, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So starting from the day I started here, we had to have a system that worked. We had to
Okay,
have an email system that worked.
so that's the computer system, yeah.
Well, it's more than a computer system, it's the whole network. We
Right.
abandoned the server and we went with Google Docs as a system-wide thing. And now the Board of Ed is gonna do the same, or the school administration is gonna do the same thing. We combined our IT resources with Board of Ed for savings. That worked out great. We started standardizing purchases of machines so that everybody's on the same operating system and everything works. We established security policies. We revamped the whole, again, 5 years to install the Munis accounting system. We revamped all the security protocols there. as we go, then we revamped the utility billing system. We revamped the benefit assessment system, you know, so when you get a sewer assessment, you know, for put in new sewers. This is all the stuff that had to, you know, this has taken up time and money to do that within the budgets that we have assigned. Now, is putting everything online such a high priority that we don't do these things? We are going to get
It's
there.
an either or?
For right now, it is, yeah. It's like I just told you.
Well, you say right now, but you were in office 8 years, so it's,
I'm-
you're
I'm
talking about
giving-
this year.
I'm giving, yeah, for this year, I'll
Yeah.
give you the either or. We can afford, within our budget, to either buy that OpenGov system I told you about that has all this cool stuff, or we can improve cybersecurity so that we don't get hacked and lose money. And the priority that we decided on was we have to improve security.
Okay.
So next year, there'll be, you know, we'll go through this process again. Maybe OpenGov will be part of it. That would be a big step toward this transparency. But is having everything online right now the most important thing when we have to deal with this flowing needs of other issues? It hasn't been so far.
I can make a good suggestion for your documents that you have online.
Yeah.
They all seem to be PDF documents.
Yes.
Which you cannot copy.
That's correct. That's done deliberately
Reason being?
because they can't be altered. They're supposed to be PDFs.
No, well, someone can't alter it. It's just that they can copy and paste it.
Well, you can get.
You
like
can't
what?
alter it unless you're inside the system.
Yeah.
But you can have a document that you can copy.
Okay, well, you can, that's been the protocol for years.
The only reason I'm saying is because people want to like copy something and bring it to a meeting. Instead of having to print out the document, they just need a little part of it. And they want
Okay.
a certain, maybe a certain statute or something like
In
that.
8 years, that's the first request I've ever heard for that.
Oh, believe me, I'm not the only one with that.
Well, I've never heard it. No, nobody's ever asked for it, but PDFs.
It's all your announcements, even your announcements.
PDFs.
To put them on someone's page, you know, people like to put things on their Facebook
Yeah,
page, something like
yeah,
that.
Right.
And it's,
Well, most of the other stuff that people copy is searchable, and like the town code, the town charter, you can
those you
copy.
can, yeah, but not the documents.